leg yield. See if we can't explain to him how to step with that right hind a little bit. Because again, it looks like he wants to, but then instead of it moving, it steps kind of right back down. So halfway leg yield, full turn on the forehand, halfway leg yield. Yep, yep. And a nice slow walk in the turn on the forehand. It's all about just that right hind. Nice slow, deliberate step. Slow, that's better. Slow, deliberate step. More. It's okay, take your time. Take your time. I want to explain. There. There. So you that's better, Miranda. That's better. Good, we'll try it again from A. Yep. And then your turn on the forehand. Nice together hands. Yep. I know it's hard to keep him round like that, but let's see if we can't. Yep. Right hind. Right hind. Bigger. Bigger step with the right hind. Bigger step with the right hind. Big. There. There. Yeah, girl. Try to carry that into the sideways. Yes. He's like, really?
Temp.
Every time I come here, it's some stupid idea. I don't think I like this place. Good, one more time. Yep. Yep, almost like you could make the haunches lead in the leg yield. Better. And then your turn on the forehand, better. Yep, nice connected hands, nice kind of bigger step, bigger step. Repeat the turn on the forehand. He's doing a really little circle, but he's not really doing turn on the forehand. Move the haunches, bigger, 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 slower. Okay, slower. Almost halt. And then move his hips. Yep, and then move his hips one step at a time. I don't want him to rear, so you let me know if we're putting too much pressure on. Yep, and then almost halt, and then one big step. Correct. And then almost halt, and then another big step. Atta girl. Yeah, it's hard for him. Atta girl. That's better. Better. It's like you need to point out his right hind leg to him. He says, no, you don't. Good. Try the turn on the forehand first again, and then the leg yield. Really slow, deliberate step. All about, yep, really still front end. Big step, right hind. Slow front end. Slow. 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 So girl, take your time. Take your time. Flex him slightly. Slightly. There. 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 That a girl. Correct. Get off me.
Yeah, there's some big thing flying around.
Good. Good. That's better. All right, let's try the other way.
Get away. I know. Nasty thing. Scary.
You know, some of it is he doesn't really let you take the contact. So it's hard to sort of maneuver. Better. But I think he'd benefit from a few turns on the forehand this way too. It's definitely easier this way, but can't hurt to just say, you know what, you have a left one too. Left one too. Nope, no. No spinning like a top. It's okay, so just work your way away from the track. We'll try it again. Bye. Bye. See you Monday. Have a good weekend. Yep. Slow, deliberate. Yep, he needs to flex a little left. Because even though we don't want the shoulder to take as big a step, it can't spin left either. But just enough left flexion that that shoulder stays upright. Oh, you almost killed it.
Did I? Get away.
Yep, and now you turn on the forehand. Left flexion, so the left shoulder's upright. So the shoulders move to the right, but the hind legs move to the right more. The shoulders move to the right, but the hind legs move to the right. There. There. He's like, oh, I know what I can do. I can just tip in. No, not really. Yep. Yeah, wherever.
Wherever.
Wherever it lands. And maybe by doing some of these just very slow, maybe he'll let you take a little more contact without him getting all nervous and freaked out. I didn't see it from this direction. Except for the 4 hours I was in my paddock. Yep, left shoulder upright, so the left shoulder goes to the right, and the hips go to the right more. Yep. Yep, don't let him spin in, don't let him spin in. That's a girl. That's a girl, so the whole thing goes right, and he needs to flex a little left. He needs to flex a little left. And flex there. So I don't want him to do it with his nose twisted right either. He has to understand how to bend a little bit more purely nose to tail within it. That's it. And then try the turn on the forehand again. Keep just a whisper of left flexion. And the shoulder there. And that hopefully can keep the left flexion. That will help keep the shoulder from tipping left. And then push the butt bigger. Yep. And then push the butt there. Much better. There, atta girl. Let's do one more to the right before we trot. And the same thing, he needs to flex a little bit to the right. Keep his shoulders upright. Yep, and then you turn on the forehand with right flexion. So the right shoulder stays up and goes left, and the hind legs go more left. Right flexion, shoulders left, hind legs left more. Shoulder, yep. Yeah, try to get it in true flexion. Try to get it in true flexion. That's a girl. Try to get it in true flexion. Work it out. He can stay there for a minute. He can stay there for a minute and work it out. And right flexion. Atta girl. And right flexion. And right flare. And right flexion. That's a girl. All right. I don't want to fry his brain. Let's go to the trot. But I think those are some good exercises, you know, that you can do when you're at home. And yep, don't let your hand get too wide. It's a girl. So that he bends nose to tail in a big trot. That's lovely front legs, but his hind legs aren't coming through enough. But just try to add one little bit at a time. It doesn't have to be a burst. But he's got to come through a little better hind legs. Hind legs. Hind legs. Yep. That's better. That's a girl. Now he's coming closer to being up to track. That's right. And flex him a little bit. And flex him a little bit. So in other words, he's got to follow his neck to the right. When you take a right half halt, he's got to stretch that left side of his body around and bring that right hind underneath. And stretch that right side. Yep. And think about that in every corner. Not that you have to ride a super deep corner, but that he rides the corner with a little more honest bend. Yep. That's it. All right, and it's almost like you have to create that left shoulder reaching forward to make room for that right hind to step up and underneath. Yep. That a girl. That a girl. It's like you could almost afford to overbend him just a hair until he sort of frees up in that shoulder and reaches forward with the left and takes up the contact on the left rein. And bending right. And bending right. And there. Yeah, and that right hind leg. And that right hind leg. So, it's, you know, it's a big version of sort of that turn on the forehand concept, where he learns to take that right hind leg and reach it under his body more. That's better. Right, he elongates the left. Good girl. Good job. And flex and yield. That's right. Now that he's got a little bit of fitness, I think you can press that carefully, but a little more. Right, now that he's just good. Now that he's just a little bit rounder, you got to really tell him, all right, your hind legs got to do their job now. And the same thing here. Yep, that he flexes left, he's up off the left shoulder, and the right side of his body stretches. You know how we talk all the time with Saul, make that outside shorter? Exact opposite. Exact opposite. He needs to learn how to stretch his outside shoulder and stretch the outside part of his neck and stretch the outside of his back. Right, because we don't want him collecting. We want him articulating. Yeah. Atta girl. There. And as there, so he follows his neck. He says, I'll just lean left, right? No, up off your left shoulder, please. Yep, good. Good. Better. And see if you can't add a little more trot to that. Good. Ah, I like that better. Good. Another direction change. Yep, nose to tail. Yep, that he contracts the right side a little bit, reaches with the left. Yep. And then brings that right hind way under. Good. Good. That's much better stepping behind now. Good. Come. Come. Come on, buddy. Come on. Remember the days where we made Saul kind of live in that baby medium trot?
Yeah.
That's what he needs to do. He needs to live in that baby medium trot. In everything you do. Your leg yields, your circles, right. Much better. Good, Miranda. Yep. Now, can we shorten the reins a little bit and sustain it? All right, so we start to connect it a little bit. but sustain that idea. Come. That's a girl. Much better. Much better. You certainly is better in the frame.
Yeah.
Way better.
Nice job, Miranda.
Yeah, she's doing a good job.
Yep, and flex him again. Yeah. I know, you let out for 1 second and the bend just disappears. It's a girl. And you just let me know how often he needs to walk. I don't want to...
Okay. I'll probably do a little bit the other way.
Okay. Yep. All the way bending. Yep, come. We lost power there. Come on, buddy. That's better. Good. Better. Yep, good girl. Exactly. He's got to carry you. He's got to carry you. Come. No less. But I think, let's give him a walk. I agree. Just watch that right hind in the down transition. Ah, good.